Welcome to Crimson Tide Connection, your home for Crimson Tide sports. And I'm joined once again by the head coach of the Alabama rowing team, Larry Davis. Coach, thanks for joining us.
You're certainly welcome. I'm glad to be here.
Coach, for the second time in almost a month, you head back to Chattanooga for the head of the Hooch. This will close out your fall season. You know a little something about this course, don't you?
We get to Chattanooga quite often in the fall, so we have a certain level of comfort. It's not quite like a home course, but it's certainly a race course that we feel like we can go out and do a really good job at. There's not a lot of question marks, and we're always enjoying going up to Chattanooga. They do a nice job of hosting our regatta.
Coach, what do you need to work on before you compete in that regatta, and what do you expect from your team out of this head of the Hooch race?
Well, one of the things that we would like to achieve at the head of the Hooch is that we need to get a little bit to higher racing cadence. We're not a particularly big team as far as physical size, and to be able to compete against some of the teams that I know are going to be there, we're going to have to be at a little higher cadence, and we've got to get used to being efficient at that higher cadence. So one of the things we're working on is to be able to row somewhere in the not that everybody gets excited about stroke ratings, but we're going to be rowing somewhere in the middle 30s and trying to get efficient and maintain our length and rhythm there, so that we're going to have hopefully about on average about a couple of seconds faster split per 500. Not that that means a whole lot because of conditions and things like that can vary, but we want to be a little bit faster than what we've been doing, and the way to do that is we need to build our cadence a bit and be a bit more efficient on how we do that.
Coach, you know we've talked about several times that you have a young team. How have you seen them progress so far, and what do you hope to see from them in this last race?
Well, we want to make the next step, and it's not just the first boat has been doing fairly well, and the other boats are doing well too, but maybe not quite as strong a performance. And what we want to do is we want to see the whole team step up, not just one of our crews. We would like to compare ourselves, and there'll be a lot of Division I teams that we're going to wind up seeing in the spring that'll be coming to this regatta. It's probably one of the best regattas you can go to that has a lot of Division I women's rowing, and some of them are in our own conference. We'll see people like Texas, Oklahoma, SMU, you name it, they're going to be there. And so it gives us a little idea to judge our speed, how we doing right now with regard to where we think we are, as well as where these other teams are. So we'll get an idea of things that we may need to work on a bit as we go over through the winter training and get ready for the spring. And while conference championships is quite some time away, it gives us a good feel for what we've done and where do we need to go, and things that we may need to polish up a bit more as we go through the winter time especially.
Well, Coach, good luck as you wrap up the fall season there in Chattanooga again at the head of the Hooch. And that event takes place on November 3rd and 4th for the Tide, and you can check back here on RollTide.com for complete coverage of the event. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
And for head coach Larry Davis, I'm Chris Fringland for Crimson Tide Connection.